Hello, everybody. E here. I'm back. Yeah. I have had a I have had a time recently, over even the past couple of years, projects failing, projects coming back, writer strikes, all that stuff. Today I have a video review for you, but first, a word from our sponsor. Uh, I have a new book out. It's The Last Freak Show by S.E. Johnson. It's a new pen name. There will be more Lorn books. In fact, one will be out this summer. It's called Lady Falls. Uh, but this one is very, very important to me. If you like my reviews, if you mess with me at all, then please go pick this up. I'm also reading it here for free on the channel. About once a week. I missed this week and I missed one other week, but there's already several episodes up. So if you want to go check it out, please do. It's the most recent videos. I'll link the first one down there in the doobly-doo. Also, the links for the book will be down there too. If you'd like to support me, I desperately need reviews more than I need sales, but I also need the sales. I'm trying to sell 1,000 of these by April. I have 100 sold right now, and I think 21 signed copies, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you can get a signed copy from me down there in the doobly-doo. The UK link is $100, but whatever shipping I don't use, I will return to you once I actually get what it's going to cost to send it to you. And the UK link is for international, period. I don't care if you live in India, any of those places outside of the US, Mexico, Canada, Europe, it doesn't matter. That $100 will cover it. That is the absolute highest I would have to pay for shipping, and then I will refund anything that I don't use for it. But today, we are not talking about my book, even though we just did for like a minute. We're talking about Jesmyn Ward's new book, Let Us Descend. Excuse me. I'm going back to just the rambling videos, so if you preferred those, great. If you preferred the edited content, I don't have time to do that. I'm just going to throw this up and make it as quick and easy as possible. This book, absolutely fantastic. I've never read a bad Jesmyn Ward book. This one was really difficult to get through. It is about slavery. It's about a character named Anise. Actually, her mother calls her Arese, Arese, but everyone else calls her Anise, Annis. It is her story starting off with her and her mother, and then they are, of course, separated. It's a tale as old as time by this point, how families were torn apart and separated and sent to different plantations, all that stuff. But what Ward does differently here is there is a message of hope. And let's see here. I think the description said it best. Let's see here. While Ward leads readers through the descent, this, her fourth novel, is ultimately a story of rebirth and reclamation. So while you're going to read about the atrocities of the time, all that, you are going to get an ending I think you will enjoy. The reason I'm trying not to give any spoilers, talking about the ending at all might be a spoiler for some people, so I will leave that off. But if you get into this book, the first 280 pages, it's only 300 pages. The first 280 is just one tragedy after another. What I guess my friend Derek calls recreational sadness or recreational despair. I'm not sure exactly what. I'm sure it'll be down there in the comments to let you know. But it's not recreational sadness. It is showing what happened during that time. If you've read Roots, if you've read books like Homegoing, if you've watched the movie Roots, anything on slavery, even to some extent Django Unchained, if you know, you know. Now, while this does cover some of the same stuff, and it seems a bit predictable, I beg of you to get to the end of this and see if you don't feel differently. It's only 300 pages, not much of a time sink, and the way she writes, the pages absolutely blow by. If you don't know, here's a little personal note about me and I guess my health right now. I have geographic atrophy. My left eye, everything I see is curved. So it's really, really hard for me to read printed material, even ebooks, because it mashes the words together, makes them look all wonky. And on top of that, I'm dyslexic. I am slowly starting to learn how to read through this. So if you have geographic atrophy, it's kind of a newer term for something that's been around for a while. If you have that, hit me up down there in the comments or shoot me an email at edwardlorn@gmail.com. It's just the name of the channel at Gmail. But if you have it, I'd love to work with you, see if what I have found that helps me will help you. Now, back to the book. Jesmyn Ward can write her ass off. She doesn't need me to be reviewing this book, but this is also the first book. It brought me a tremendous amount of joy to be reading again, to actually be reading. The physical act, the tactile experience of reading, it brought me a lot of joy. This is the first book that I have been able to finish since September of 2023. So a year and a half I have not read anything to completion, not so much as a short story, and that breaks my heart. But it brought me a lot of joy to be able to finish this, and I wanted to get this review up. Also, like I said, I'm trying to promote this Joker. I need to move. I have an investor. That's why this is important. I have an investor, and I want to get him his money back. But also, if we don't hit this milestone by April, the next book is going to be delayed because it takes months to get these things ready. It is a 5-book series. All 5 books are done. They will be out every December. This one came out December 2024. Book 2 will come out this year. Book 3, so on and so forth, down the line. But please, help me get this going. Help me move these copies. It is a story about outcasts, even among outcasts. People that do not fit in anywhere or feel like they do not fit in anywhere. That is what this book is about. That is what this series is about. It's about found family, how those relationships with people that are not blood can sometimes mean more to us and be an even tighter bond than outside, than inside, and an internal family. But yeah, it's magical realism, it's fantasy, it's horror, it's drama, it's suspense, it's mystery, it's romance. This first book has all of that, and every single one of the books has it. It's like if Catherine Dunn wrote about the X-Men. That's the best way I can pitch it to you. So that sounds good. And Catherine Dunn, if you don't know, is the author of one of my favorite books of all time, Geek Love, and Geek Love highly inspired this one. So yes, this has been more about me and my book, but I do hope you go out and read Jesmyn Ward's latest, Let Us Descend. Absolutely phenomenal piece of fiction, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if she wasn't on the docket to win another National Book Award for Let Us Descend. I believe she won one for Sing Unburied Sing and one other one. I've read all of her stuff. It's all amazing. You don't have to start here, but I do think here at the end, now that most people are clicking away, I think it's a prequel to Sing Unburied Sing. I felt a lot of similarities and some names resonated with me. So if you've read Sing Unburied Sing, definitely pick this one up. But I do not think you have to have read Sing Unburied Sing for you to enjoy this one. But yeah, so I'm back. Let me know what you want me to read next. I'm going to give you here at the end. I'm going to try and do this each time. Speaking of Catherine Dunn, should I read Toad by Catherine Dunn? Should I finish? I started this one and then I'd have to restart it completely. The Hollow Kind by Andy Davidson. Or should I go with another one of my favorite authors, Caitlin Starling, Last to Leave the Room? These are all the books that I bought just before my eyes started messing up. Anyways, so that's enough rambling for today. Excuse me. Please pick up The Last Freak Show. Please read it. Please review it. I appreciate you and your support. Always forever grateful for any of you guys who are still here. Anyone still watching this. Thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. But until next time, I have been E. You have been you. This has been another book review. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.